Good whatever time of day it is to everyone. We are here for the last match of the, I think, fourth round of the SM multi-category tournament here. We have a GT Classic run, so that's pretty exciting. So we'll be here about 40-45 minutes probably. How is everyone doing today? I hope you're excited. I am, except for I was just trying to do something and I can't remember what, so that's pretty much business as usual around here for me. Alright, and our runners are off, which is good, instead of not being off. So with most full categories, as usual, we have a full series station to go through. Then we're gonna go down, get morph ball, do all those types of things. My mute got unmuted there. So while we're watching what most runners are already, or most of us have already seen, make sure to follow our runners, putting a great event on for us. Without the runners, we kind of wouldn't have a tournament, which would be, then you guys just sitting here listening to me talking. That is not exciting. It's just as my children. Right, pretty synced up leaving Series Station. If anyone was wondering, Series is an inside job. Stand by that theory. So now we go to the planet. Both runners will probably head to our left. If they go the other direction, well, they're just wasting time. So if you're not familiar with GT Classic, basically, sorry, just got 2 messages that caught my eye. Basically, the runners are going to go to Kraid first. They're going to pick up their various suit, and there's various ways to do it from here. Some will get high jump boots. Most will get high jump boots. The elite few will not. They will complete a lava dive, and then what will likely be a 5 super attempt at a green gate glitch to get to GT. So as they approach GT's room, a lot of runners will enter a morph ball and then hit some combination of face buttons. I think it's all of them. And as you go into the room, then you get a bunch of items without actually collecting them. I am a terrible announcer, so I totally forget how much, but it's like 20 supers, 20 regular missiles, some power bombs, and then basically all the beams and stuff. From there, it becomes pretty much just a dash. There we go. There's the numbers. I jumped on this last minute, so I did not do my refresher research, but this is kind of a fun category because you do get to see the lava dive, and then you get to see some cool strats where the runners will be a little bit overpowered in situations where they normally aren't, so it becomes pretty exciting. Plus, they use the black magic of the GT code to just, you know, poof, have a bunch of stuff. And so we get to see the climb here. Both runners pretty even. Both doing ledge grab climb, at least at the moment. The decision to do whatever climb you want to do is up to you. I'd say most beginners start with the right side wall climb, which is pretty annoying, but it's effective once you learn it. Ledge grabs maybe a little more consistent in some cases, but definitely also difficult to get your bearings on how to do it. Both runners with roughly 452, 455 GT or BTs, excuse me. If it was 5-minute GT, we would be really excited about that. That would be the world record pace. So BT, pretty simple. Shoot them, grab some more missiles, shoot them, farm eggs, shoot them. I don't know if you're catching a reoccurring theme, but you know, that's what happens. Alright, so now we're going to go down. The next thing we'll probably see, or we will see, I don't know why I'm saying probably here. Sequence break supers, so they don't have to go to Spore Spawn. Assuming both of the runners are good enough to complete the mock ball, which I'm sure they are. So I think, which is thinking is scary enough. I think other than Hygiene, I can't remember which E-tanks they generally grab, but they're not going to grab many before going into to attempt their lava dive. Once they get the supers, they'll have to go get the alpha PBs in order to crack through some things at, why can't I think? Lower North Air, there we go. Yeah, I think High Jump and Terminator are the two. I'm sure there's others people may grab if they're uncomfortable with lava dive, because it does involve taking hits and lava damage. So, yeah. Yeah, see, this is different than low ice yesterday, where we called it, and there's absolutely no room for safeties, because you pretty much have to get what you want. In this, you can pick up pretty much whatever you want before going to GT, but after that, you don't have to. I mean, you're going to have plenty after that, but get there how you get there. I think one thing you notice, and both runners did, is the skipping of charge beam. So it's not used because you get that when you get the whole GT code thing. So let's see how our red towers go without speed, without high jump boots. Be a little bit tight, be a little tricky. So Freyas, they missed their hero shot. All right, so we got a sync. One was missing a hero shot, the other nailing theirs. So here we go. We got a race. I don't know if you all knew that, but we are racing. So that's cool. Alright, we got some power bombs now. D-Boost not cooperating for Freyas, but they get through the room pretty quickly, regardless. And we got a little farm for Freyas. So we will see some farming as we go down. Both runners are gonna want to have full super missiles, full energy to attempt the lava dive. Now, Kraid will give a pretty free super refill, but one thing they have to be aware of is not being at too low of health, therefore they don't get health bombed by mini Kraid or Kraid. Alright, so Azu goes ahead and busts the tunnel, and Freyas, they don't. So that we'll see a little bit of difference a little bit later. One runner will have an easier entrance into Meridia, while the other will have to bust the tube again. It's a matter of preference, so one may be slightly faster than the other, but if you're more comfortable doing it one way, just do it that way. It is not a huge time difference. I believe both runners are in good energies for Kraid. I didn't know there was a tube soft lock, but I totally believe it. Right, Freyas, they missed the missile the way they wanted to, so moving to a more of an immediate kill instead of a straight quick kill. You get a quick kill on the other side, first try, so good job to the runners. Freyas, they are confirming they forgot to break the tube, but I think they will be okay with that mistake if that's the biggest mistake they make today or in the run, or the worst thing to happen. Alright, so we're going to head to Bubble Mountain. Alright, there we see Mini Kraid giving the super missile refill, so we're in good shape there. We're going to use the power bombs to murder those pirates. I guess murder is probably not the nicest word to use. Those key hunters decided they wanted to party. Kraid E-Take. There's one we forgot to talk about. Dun, dun, dun. I knew there was a potential for 3. But sometimes remembering is difficult. Alright, both our runners getting a chance to maybe put the controller down, wipe some sweat off palms, whatever. Maybe read a tweet or two. So it looks like both runners are both runners will be using high jump boots. One runner will have 3 tanks, one will have 2, so we'll get to see a little bit of a difference there. Yeah, so coming up there, most of the time in a race situation, you'll see a save coming up before we enter Lower Norfair. May happen, may not. We're going to find out. The excitement builds to the lava dive coming up, which is, I would say, is the make or break portion of the run. After that, these runners, all of them in the tournament, pretty much very skilled. The biggest changes you'll see after the lava dive will involve just movement, crispness, efficiency. So here we see both runners saving. We've got the sync. Alright, so quick farm. So here's the farms. Change things up a little bit. Had a 1 farm for Freyas. Azu, a few more, maybe 1 or 2 more, but you know, it's okay. Bounce ball in, so here we go, kind of following the flames. I think they're flames, I don't know. So we're going to jump off the Namahe, over here, catch that, catch both runners up, very little issue. Good job to both runners. So I guess I would say this is the next biggest challenge of the run is the green gate glitch. Really enjoying this. Runners just a few seconds apart. 5, 7 seconds. So hey, we got a race, which is better than not having a race. Alright, so the green gate glitch, the way it works is by magic. Both runners first try, very good. Very excited to see that. In a situation like this, it's disappointing to actually see, you know, someone get stuck there. No one wishes that on their opponent. I mean, I guess they could, but alright, so let's see. Everybody get... Alright, yep. So another important step here is you do have to go in and turn off phaser beam, otherwise you have a murder beam, which is not allowed. It's considered dark magic, which is just that we can't have that. Alright, we are lined up. We're gonna grab screw attack. Probably for both runners, because it's pretty OG. Alright. And we are on our way to Ridley, unless someone completely makes up something. Space jump for Azu, kind of doing space jump and not working outside of water, which it tends to do. And nice fast pillars by Freyas. Different version of the pillars here, but equally effective. Worst room in the game becomes the not so worst room in the game with screw attack and space jump and plasma beam. But still potential challenges there. So from here, we will see the runners go, and there goes space jump again. We're going to see Ridley, and then we should see Dragon, and we should see Phantoon last, unless someone attempts for the Sloter's Phantoon skip, which is not advised. But may happen, but I don't hope it happens for anyone in this race. Unless Hero was racing it, I might kind of hope for it just for giggles. That's a very fair point. If you don't go for something, you'll never get it. You miss 100% of the shots you don't take. Of course, I don't know if that's the greatest analogy. As they should have. Those hunters are jerks, and so are the metal pirates. Alright, now we're to everyone's favorite dinosaur, Space Pelican. "20 charge shots is all we should do here." Ripley's tail may have eaten a couple of those shots because that tail is a jerk face. Alright, so looking pretty beat up Ridley is on both sides. We're going to have a little bit of closing speed here. I think the race may have gotten a little bit tighter. So Freya's out about 20-25. So about a 10-second difference still. It's a good race. This is where we can see the crispness of the runner's movement. Both runners putting on quite the run right now. Very exciting. So Azu should pick up a bit of time coming up here because Freyas didn't break the tunnel on the way in, so there will be a bit of a time save there, save loss, something. They should become closer, so I'll try to time it at the top of that room, but I'll probably forget, and I just hope you guys will forgive me. Yes, this is the last race of this week, week 4, and we will all start being back potentially tomorrow with more races. I don't know what the race combinations for are next week. This week was GT Classic 100% low ice, so it was really cool to see a few quick low ice races. GT Classic, always a fun category. And then the Hundo, which has a lot of cool strats, it's just long. It could be long. That might be a product of my laziness, though. And so I will encourage everyone to stay tuned, check the schedule, and we will be back with all the pairings and everything later this evening. Both runners here were just running to Meridia, so not a whole lot of interesting things to talk about. Alright, so Freya's through the top here, about 23:10. Alright, so it looks like Freya's movement has gained him about another 10 seconds or so. So we got about a 20 cent, wow, that's bad, 20-second difference between the runners. Please excuse my inability to understand proper metrics. or counting things. So here's a cool thing. So we will see Splatoon microwaved here. Basically, even though it doesn't show on the HUD, both runners have both grapple and X-ray. So they can do like the cool microwave strats, and what that is a certain type of not quite as dark magic, where it's essentially because of the piercing of plasma. If you use the X-ray beam, it basically resets or works through the iframes and just continues to wreck them. So down goes the danger noodles, which is the best way for them to be, is down. Looks like Azu's going to hit a full halfie. Very swag there. Now, in this category, it's not as big of a deal because of having space jump and screw attack. The runners get through roughly in the same amount of time. I think it's still a little bit faster for the halfie, but it's a pretty small amount. I'm sure somebody can tell me that I'm either completely wrong or whatnot, but hey, it is what it is. So again, microwave strats here. So you got some microwave snake and microwave crustacean thing. I don't imagine that's the best way to cook those, but to each their own. I'm not here to. Alright, so Freyas, they are heading on out. Okay, we're going out this way. I've been out of the loop, and I forgot whether or not you go to, if they take the Forgotten Highway or not. I didn't think they did, but as soon as I said that, I would have been wrong. So I was just patient and let the runners run. So Hero saying that we've gotten a little bit closer. We're now at about a 16-second difference between the runners. So we'll see how this continues to go, but yeah, both runners really pretty smooth running all through Meridia, which is scientifically proven to be filled with the tiers of speedrunners. So that's a little fact for everyone. Make sure you have that on your bingo cards that I mentioned that. Alright, so we're coming up on Fantoon now. So Fantoon is a little bit different. You can microwave Fantoon, but it's not as simple. In order to get Fantoon to keep that creepy eye open, you do have to hit her first elephant with a missile in order to, and it'll keep the eye kind of, I guess, done locked open, and then you can move into doing X-ray strats. Also, still not that simple because Fantoon doesn't come at you generally on a flat plane, so you can still kind of have to jump and then get over to X-ray, or find a good angle to hit the annoying elephant ghost. Let's see what patterns we get here. Alright, Freyas gets the fast, so they are letting Fantoon go off the screen and then letting it come back through. very nicely done. I didn't rush it. Good job, Freyas. So let's see what we get on the other side. Hopefully we get it fast so it's even. I can't stand when one runner gets fast and the other gets slow. And it doesn't look great. Mid. Good job using the X-ray strats here. Now, we still got a little bit of a race. It's not really free here. Now, ammo and everything is good. The runners will have to go through Torian, and it won't be as labor intensive, but you still have to execute. Sorry, I had a little distraction there for a moment. Didn't want you to have to hear my children yelling from the other room. So Freyas in at about 30-40, I believe. $30.48. See, I can't count. Numbers are hard. There's like 10 of them total. I just am not very good with them. So we're still sitting at about a 20 or so second difference. I guess that's more like 30, but you know, whatever. This is why I'm not a mathematician. So, important things coming up. Baby Skip here could play a significant portion or significant role. There we go. Not wording very well today. I apologize. So, Baby Skip could play a big role as well as stand-up glitch. Alright, so let's see how this goes. Here we go. Here's the baby. Much bigger. Oh, Freyas, I believe a little early on that first jump, so here comes a bit of an opening for some closing. See how this goes. Alright, so the gap's closed a little bit. Definitely closing the gap. So, it may not have been enough to change it completely, but there's still some variables and stand up and getting through zebatites and all kinds of little things that can the escape. I don't want to talk about some of the weird things that I've caused on commentary with stand-up glitches. It's definitely a direct representation of myself. It's kind of my favorite music. I don't know if it's necessarily my favorite, but I do enjoy it quite a bit. So we're racing with 20 charge shots here. Both runners can take a catch-up, but I know it may mess up with stand-up glitch availability. Alright, here we go. Yeah, we did get a bad cutscene on that side. Now, there are several soft locks here. Having an X-ray scope can help with a couple of them. But you don't want to shoot another brain at the same time because your beam changes over to the hyper beam, so you may see a small pause just to ensure clarity. And they will find one. So, if I'm not mistaken, maybe remember to detach here and it just nothing good happens. I'm not really sure exactly what happens or what exactly is the cause. I'm not the technical person here. But being behind at that point, you have to risk it, so maybe you do push it a little bit to put it in close, put yourself in that situation, unfortunately, and that's what can happen. Obviously, I think both runners ran a very good run, and certainly not a slight on Azo over that run. Really excited to have called this. So Freyas coming up this thing, doing the objectively correct thing and not saving the animals. And we're at the ship, and we have an unofficial official SRL time of 38:38. Sorry, I'm not in the SRL room. I'm awful at that. But so GG to both runners. I think they did a fantastic job. Really excited about that. I think we should be excited about that. So yeah, so that concludes week 4 of the multi-category tournament, and both runners did a fantastic job. So while we're kind of running through all this, please make sure to follow the runners. They did a great job. Thank you for SpeedGaming for hosting all of this. There's a whole lot going on, a whole lot of ins and outs. You know, it's a complicated case, lots of ins and outs. Some good sportsmanship. One thing I very much love about these tournaments is everyone is happy for everyone else. Everyone wants to win, but still wants their opponents to do well. I think we'd rather see a good race and lose than, you know, a bad race and win, or somebody have bad luck. So there we go. We got that. So that happened. I'm struggling on how to clip things. Yeah, there's that button's been pushed. I'm not generally good at the technical side of everything, so I don't know if we're doing any interviews. Of course, I just closed that window.
No interviews?
Oh, I didn't know.
It's your call.
No. You can talk. Please tell us what you think. I'm always out of SRL and a mess in general.
We are incredibly happy that the race was as close as it was. That was a really good race.
Yeah, I mean, it just kept kind of weaving back and forth, and when one person kind of stretched a little bit, then something would happen. Very good ebb and flow, very exciting to watch.
The only thing that we're really unhappy about from that race is missing Baby Skip. If we had missed Baby Skip, we would have had a great time. And this is our 4th GT Classic run ever, and we got a minute 23 PB, and it's awesome.
I'd say that's pretty good. Better than me, which doesn't say much, but.
And we're super excited to see who we get next round. Maybe. Oh, we already know. We got Metric.
That's exciting.
That's exciting.
So I'm out of the loop. Do you know what categories are next week?
It is any RBO, and we should just look this up rather than. No, it's RBO, all bosses, and GT. So 1 terrifying category and 2 pretty easy categories, and 2 straightforward categories.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, I hope we do see some RBO just because it's always a hoot. I think it's definitely one of the most fun ones to run or watch.
Yeah, RBO is great. RBO is amazing to commentate. Less so to run it yourself, but amazing to commentate.
Yeah, I'm all for other people struggling and me just watching.
Yeah, so Matrix should be a lot of fun to play.
Yeah, I think this is where the Swiss rounds start to really show how fun they can be as the runs all become less lopsided from top to bottom, and you know, it's really good. I don't know, it's just.
So we're looking at the matches for next week. There is Becky T-Toil. Somebody in chat says that there's Dose Floaters and Cutie Zenny. Cutie Zenny we want to see. And Dose Floaters too.
Yeah, I mean, I think both of those races, no matter the category run, you'll see, hypothetically, even if they both run their best race, you should be in the same ballpark of time.
Yeah, so we have Dose Floaters, Zenny Cutie, Hero, and Kip. Well, we guess Hero's question of who Hero gets to get wrecked by next week is answered.
And I'm sure he's excited about it.
Aussie and Toasty. Richmond and Giggles. Yeah, there's going to be a lot of really exciting matches next week. One of the wonderful things about Swiss is that the further you go into the matches, the better the races get. At all levels.
Yes. And I'm honestly a huge fan of, I like to watch some of the ones where the runners that struggle in early rounds just getting mismatched by seedings and everything, and it's fun to watch them all. You know, everyone gets a chance to win. You're not going to be constantly just beaten down.
And a massive shout out to the organizers for being able to organize a Swiss. A Swiss definitely produces the best matches, but requiring everybody to be exactly on schedule means it's by far the hardest from an organizational perspective. So huge thank yous to all the organizers.
Yes, because I certainly don't have that much time to give to something, and everyone is doing that simply out of the fondness of the game and the community. But Freyas, do you have anything else you'd like to say? Otherwise, I think we're gonna get out of here. I need to actually go try to do some homework and bang my head against the wall for a while.
We hope you don't actually bang your head against the wall.
I might.
So closing words, huge shout outs to Azo for the amazing run. We're super happy with how close that race was. It's by far the closest race we've had, and it was just a wonderful experience running. And we're super sad about that soft lock.
Yeah, that's part of the game, but I think at least it happened in a situation where it was like you're trying, you're doing everything you can, you're trying to pull out all the stops, and it just doesn't work. When it happens, when you have like a nice lead or something, to me that's the worst. This is, you're trying to be competitive and it just doesn't work, and that happens sometimes.
Taking risks to try to pull ahead.
But
GG Azo, thank you for the amazing race.
Yes. Thank everyone. And thank you for racing, because it is awesome that you do this and put yourself out there. All the runners do, and it's a good time.
Thank you so much for commentating.
Anytime I can. But I think we're going to sign off now. Everyone have a wonderful day, whatever day of the week it may be, because I know we have some international viewers and community members, so it's not Sunday everywhere. I am aware of that. So everyone have a wonderful day, night, evening, morning, whatever it may be, and we'll see you next race. Bye.